Pegarinho do YouTube, botamos aqui. A outra partida lá, nós terminamos a parte lá, né? A parte 3, nós estamos na parte 4. A história é bem grande, é por isso que eu não estou emendando em cima da outra aqui. Eu pensava que ia ter um espacinho, né? E aí deu merda. Então vamos dar continuação aí. Gente, se inscreve no canal, deixa aquele like, né? Que ajuda demais. Então, gente, eu vou desligar o fone aqui e vou continuar a história aí, lendo a história devagarzinho, né? Que ajuda demais aí a entender um pouquinho da
Monsters?
história.
Is this Rhine daughter
Eu vou
stewing
desligar aqui.
by the Universitas Magistrorum? Out of my way!
Wingdang Waterbug! Allow me!
It all adds up.
Let's see what you're made of. Let's see what you're made of.
The Universitas. That reminds me of a rumor I once heard. Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanisms in the palace and around the city. No one knows where they are or what kind of power they hold. But if they were ever gonna activate, it would probably be on a night like tonight.
Help! Help!
Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you!
Save me! I can't! Ah!
That sounded like an explosion. So, the rumor is true? The king really went through with it? What other means does the king have at his disposal? They must run on power from the abyss. And given it's a major center of abyss research, anyone over at the Universitas will be in grave danger. I have to hurry!
Oi?
Chew on this!
Let's see what you're made of.
Can't hide the truth.
Time to come clean.
Lash attack!
Illusion shattered!
Rusty rebuild!
The deception ends here. It all adds up. Yeah.
Let's see what you're made of.
Wingdang Water!
Shine down!
Allow me!
Can't hide the truth.
Time to come clean.
The mystery unravels.
Monsters! At the Universitas Magistrorum? Why now? Oh no! They're coming!
It's
It's no use. The table won't hold out much longer. The weapons. Where are the weapons? Of course. All the lab equipment was upgraded after the inspection last week, but the new weapons haven't been allocated yet. I'm done for. Is anyone there? I need help! Ah! Stay back! Please stay back! Please!
What's that?
Red Rear! So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave!
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
Celindus? No, don't do it! Celindus! Celindus!
I told you, Rarier. Let her go. You will find someone better.
No! No, I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lonely pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know why? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
Rarier, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Hatred or grief, despair, desire. We all have our own.
Rarier. Rarier.
Celindus?
Were you daydreaming? You still remember, Rarier? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice. I will find you. And then... you can give me your answer.
So that's how the Raker of Solnari was born. A monster created by circumstance is a monster all the same. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable. Right now, I'm feeling a strong sense of loathing. In a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Everyone tells little white lies, and before long, you have a huge pack of lies that destroys everything. His past is filled with sorrow, but the tale of any fallen civilization is one of endless tragedy. Cruel as it may be, that was... Everyone, I'm back. Can I get a standing ovation?
Never! How are you holding up? She's fine. Boss is a pro.
Yes, I'm fine. You will have seen the events of Rarir's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a regular nobody, driven by...
I mostly agree. However, I would not consider Rarir to be a no.
Sounds to me...
That's not what I...
Then try to remember. Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent.
Cool.
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. Yehoda?
Yes, boss. Let me get that door for ya.
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten about the first clause of your employment contract.
Forgive my curiosity, but what does the first clause say?
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself.
Is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. Rest assured that the curatorium... In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. Hope I don't catch flints and var... There's nothing I dislike... Oh no.
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves. I'm not that kind of boss. And it would go against the curatorium's labor policy.
I'm sorry. What did you hear me say? I wasn't talking about labor.
Wait. How long have I been standing here?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago.
Boss, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that whole scene back inside the office.
Hallucinated? But how?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here are just a result of pawns moving across the chessboard in a carefully calculated...
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yes, it's a special technique of mine.
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Only once.
Is there any similarity between what happened then and what...
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent, which would...
Is there anything I can do to help?
The first clause of your
Meaning, you're not feeling lazy?
Meaning this is not something Yehoda can help with. The chess set is a personal treasure that I alone...
Boss, it's fine.
Oh, listen to you. Whatever...
What? Really?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another employee as obedient and servile as you? God forbid anything...
Well, anyway, I was thinking of fetching some water. There's gotta be a source. I suggest everyone finds someplace, even though all this chess malarkey doesn't exist in a physical. You don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just because it isn't physical doesn't mean it's any less serious.
Don't I have the best employees?
If we can find a suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for a day to help out.
Oh, Lauma. Have I ever told you just how pretty you are? Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. That means stay focused and no talking, no matter what. You have my word that I will get us all out of here. This place looks familiar. That's not a good sign. There's someone up ahead.
I wasn't expecting visitors at this hour.
Oh. It's...
There you are! Sinue's been looking for you all day. I think he has some news for you.
Oh yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some more loose change? I know I saw some Mora.
What do you mean loose change? Oh, come on, I'm too old for this. Just...
Hey, kid. Mind telling me what Sinuhe's been up to recently? I'm trying to get in his good...
Get in his good books? Why? What do you want with my dad, Uncle Apepi?
I've written a new song.
A new song, huh?
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be
Pile of stones. Got it. Hi, Dad. Uncle Retinue said you were looking for me.
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner, you could have shared the spoils of war with me.
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against?
I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back.
We have a well again.
That's right. I found a new one and brought... As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be... You know how but things are looking...
So you're the...
Special ambassador, they call it. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated...
So... do you get any...
Of course.
It all adds up.
That's our well, and you know it. You stole from us. Well, you've gone from chief to thief, and now...
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or...
And that special... You're a liar and a cheat!
I heard Yehoda gasp, but I don't blame her. Most people are terrified by the sight of blood. Corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. the desert dwellers' weapons of choice. There's a handwritten note on the ground. Let's see what it says.
Halil, this is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely you remember me. I was the one who helped you. This is my second time writing to you. I assume I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day completely blocked up our way. Praise the gods. The well of the Eob tribe was intact. You told me to write. I urgently need you. This is an emergency.
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died. What a
Officer. Welcome. Welcome to our humble village.
I thought you would at least...
This is the finest wine Aru village has to offer.
The Academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain...
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our god. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you. She showed up here...
So... Where?
Nowhere special. Just the one. Correct.
So...
Any who have...
I'll get over here. Never? You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued.
Yes, Professor.
Oh? Please, ask away.
Well, I think what
you see? Sharp.
Because of where...
I'm sorry, Nefer. Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions?
I wanted to check...
Your family wrote to you. As long...
Not exactly.
The House of Dana. Whatever you're looking for.
Okay, got it.
Oh, don't mention it.
Hey, you're a great teacher. And you do... It's not just...
Oh, my dear.
I haven't.
Can't hide the truth. It all adds up.
This must be it. Let's take a look. A dilapidation survey from Port Ormos. Look, this one was never even... Who was it This one... In clinical terms, for example... This seems like some... Wait. The note says... This next one is addressed to... A few words of protest regarding recent changes. In recent years, the academia has taken on a small... However, it appears to me that these students have not, in fact, been provided with, as well as receiving... Education is the fundamental purpose of this. As Grand Sage, I do hope you will give some serious... Great. And the sender is... So this is where whatever. I'm not exactly holding out. I can't believe how much discarded I don't believe for... Wait.
Greetings, Halil. My name is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. I was the one who came to you and your colleague Zaid when you ran. I don't know how well you remember it now, but I brought you to. In my tribe, learning a person's true name is serious business. And the Shimti tribe lives a harsh, nomadic existence in the desert. You were sympathetic towards my plight, promising to make me a special ambassador. This brings me to my reason for writing. Our tribe is. There was a terrible sandstorm a few days ago, which blocked up the well in our land. To ensure my people's survival, I had no choice but to venture into. The Eob and Unut are descended from the Thamudians. While we trace our ancestry to Tulatula, we worship the. I found a well. When we met, that aside, we have
From the outset, the Academia. And you were so. You swore. You liar. And who fell for it? I think I'll take over.
No more lies.
I just came to say goodbye. Thanks for every.
Nefer? You.
I'm quitting.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity.
It was. Oh, and what's wrong?
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your home?
Yeah, I lied. It's not rare at all. It's not worth much.
But Nefer.
All right.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than just classmates, right? We're friends.
Yeah, I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and it's a rare and as for I'll be lucky if.
It all adds up. Can't hide the truth.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador,
Please, sir. Lower the ever-shifting.
Huh. So.
This well.
You're not wrong.
Of course not. Records uncovered by. I checked the map.
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say.
Don't get greedy, Eob. We know far more than.
So what if it was?
Don't worry. I hope I.
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying.
You see how I'm. And what does a barbarian.
All right. In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed.
Gladly. So let's indulge.
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've...
What? Well, don't just...
Yes, Chief.
I have every...
Well, what is it?
The Unuts
I
am obliged...
No! That well is...
Glad to hear it.
If there is a train...
Wow. All it took was a few words.
So, in summary,
The Eab are. So let me
kill them all.
Precisely. At the same time.
We have our own rules.
Right. Natural. Weren't the Eab you. Let me be
Say no.
Good. You see. Look at yourselves. You may be vile, savage monsters, but your butchered bodies bleed. The monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary. I think maybe I've even. Oh, Sinuhe, my gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, but you.
Nefer, it's okay. All of this is in the past.
I believe I remember you.
Yeah, but.
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
Alright. So, anyway, that's enough of that. Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired, huh?
Yes. If we can find somewhere to sit down, I could.
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead. Yes.
Really? A temple? That's... I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or so everyone says. I never wanted to believe it.
You mentioned
my biggest...
Ah.
I didn't know you were...
I'm no expert in the history of Sumeru, but since you come from the desert, I would...
Sounds impressive.
Oh, I know who you mean.
That's Boss
Sino's hardly a figure of obscurity.
What about him?
Well, he's not a small deal, let's put it that way. Please, this is the... Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to...
Uh-oh. 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 I'm totally out of my depth here. I don't have anything to add about any of this stuff. Like, I wanted...
A statue with the head of a bird.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King. One of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. Let's take a look.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Hold on!
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
How repulsive, huh?
Timed that pretty well, didn't I? It's okay. I'm just glad no one was hurt.
Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get them out?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I was not naive to the dangers involved. I had a duty to ensure your safety.
Good to know your sense of justice is still intact after all these years.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth. That comes as a great relief.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to trap Rerir inside the chess set.
Whoa, really? How'd you manage that?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before we made it to the temple. By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past, well, the monster formerly known as Rerir, it seems I alerted him. I was tracking him, then he caught on and started tracking me too. Can't say I'm surprised.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone? That shouldn't be possible.
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King. He is an expert at finding a trail and hunting down his pursuers.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave at first.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item.
Would I be right in thinking you have some connection to King Deshret?
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings, the Ibis King. You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Iab massacred my tribe, the Shimti, in our home village. A few years later, I enrolled in the academy. The Unut and the Iab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million mora. The Iab ultimately won that confrontation, but their victory came at the cost of almost every war. The final blow to the Iab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their chief right before my eyes. The remaining Iab fled and have been scattered to the winds ever since. Having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, the nearby temple was still standing. As I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside. This cat, as it turned out, was home to the spirit of the Ibis King. He led me to a gate deep inside the temple, and there he made a deal with me. This chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same specifications as the one in the mausoleum of King Deshret, and represents his power of piercing analysis. With this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Now, you could conclude that the Ibis King simply wanted to give the people of this world the power to seek the truth, but I don't believe that's the full story. Every god plays favorites. Their hearts are as...
It is the same with all powerful forces, including fate itself. Their gaze falls preferentially upon a select few. As you rightly point out, this is an act of favoritism.
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I agree. Gather the others. It's time to share everything I've learned. Thank you all for being here. As promised, I did some further investigating into the Raker of Solnari's background. I am pleased to report that the investigation has been The Raker of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a Conrian subject who served the Vinster King. I will now share the important details of his story. Please save any questions.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. But it does not excuse his many transgressions. No matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, he becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Tevat suffers the consequence.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the spatial gateway that appeared in Rerir's memory?
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate, and this seems to fit the description.
Miss Lauma, any thoughts on this?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the term Moongate is one I have heard before. But as is the case with all of our legends, there are no—
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself, do you have some idea of where the Moongate leads to?
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering well. I can sense that the gate would open at my command, but...
But there's more to the power of the Frost Moon than that?
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the moon gate, since it is a path to the moon. But as Nefer mentioned, holding open a spatial gateway takes a huge amount of power. And right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the Ray Hero of Solnari. I'm afraid this is one mystery we may have to leave.
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond the gateway. I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rerir made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact that the Rehir of Solnari exists in the form of countless fragments. With the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the wild hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie, drawing hordes of monsters to many different locations across the land.
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force? Hence, why the Wild Hunt is a distributed phenomenon, rather than a unified one?
Makes sense to me. Explains why the Wild Hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together. He was whole to begin with, and he wants to be whole again.
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But the Abyss, much like a curse, has kept him alive.
I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss is most surely a curse.
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss creatures. Whether the life form in question is primitive or advanced, if a curse has extended its lifespan unnaturally, it will continue to survive in spite of everything. This raises some interesting questions. I will run some experiments and see if there is any validity to my suspicions. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss Nefer for conducting such a thorough investigation. Already, it has greatly enriched my understanding of the entity we face.
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have shared today proves useful.
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just... when I think of the man I once knew as Rerir, I struggle to understand why things had to turn out like this.
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any comfort, but my heart goes out to you.
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are. The moon and stars are full of untold secrets and lies, and the skies are host to many more mysteries than these alone. Yet, none of that can begin to compare with the complexity of human life.
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time. Thank you, both.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting. I'm sure Nefer needs some time to recover. She's been through an awful lot today.
That's very thoughtful of you, Lama.
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest and digest before we reconvene to nail down a plan. Hey, is this a bad time? Hope I didn't kill the conversation. No need. Come on, let's talk outside. Anyway, Nefer went back to the curatorium to get some rest. But before she left, she shared some things with me that I thought you should be aware of. Firstly, although she managed to trap the Raker of Solnari inside her chess set, there's no guarantee that the power of the Ibis King is any match for one of the 5 sinners. Their powers are beyond our comprehension. It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out. We have to come up with a plan and take care of him before that happens.
Honestly, my mom figured that might be the case. So, how long have we got?
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part, it seemed like she was trying to convince me how precious her chess set is. What a long and storied history it has. It felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora against your will? Anyway, after all that, she finally answered the question. 2 days, at most.
2 days? Holy moly! Can we even recruit enough help in that time?
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Dainsleif is obviously conflicted about this whole thing. But given how little time we have, there's no way we can pull this off without his help. You have some history with him, right? Do you think maybe you could talk to him for us? Great. I appreciate it. All right, on to item 3. So, Albedo, Durin, and I put our heads together and came up with... We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first. We'll explore it further once...
Oh, Paimon's dying to hear this.
All right, so... We felt a little uneasy about roping you into this. I mean, firstly, you're not locals, and secondly...
Roping us in? Why would you even say that? We know the stakes here. It's all...
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know. I like to think there's an art to striking a down-to-earth tone even when the stakes are through the roof.
Sir Varka, I have a few thoughts about this plan.
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated. In my view, the most sensible lineup would be like this.
I see your point, yeah. But if that's how we're going to approach this, you'd better make sure. To be clear, I don't doubt your abilities. Far from it. I just want to make sure. Are you really willing to take all this on?
I want to do everything within my power. The Rahier of Solnari is a truly fearsome opponent, and if I do my part, it'll greatly reduce the risk for everyone else involved.
Well, that tracks with what I've heard. Jean's mentioned in her letters that you're so diligent it's almost abnormal. As in, most people weigh up the risks and rewards in situations like this. But you seem to just march towards danger without a moment's hesitation. Of course, everyone appreciates a fearless pioneer. But all that aside, I'm the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, and you're our honorary knight. I want to make sure your courage doesn't come at the expense of your safety.
Thank you, Sir Vark.
I should be the one thanking you. It means a lot to have you on board. I'll give some serious thought to your suggestions.
Gente, eu vou encerrar por aqui, né? Que o vídeo vai ter 3 partes aí. Eu tenho a terceira parte. A parte final vai tomar que seja. Vai ser agorinha, né? Simbora. Daqui a pouco eu vou voltar aí de novo. Pra dar continuação onde nós paramos. O pessoal é tudo cagado. Beleza. Gente, obrigado por ter chegado aqui. Se inscreva no canal, deixa aquele like. Daqui a pouco nós estamos aí de novo para, eu acho que é a parte final aí. Valeu, falou, é nóis, fui, até mais. Obrigado.